This is Mastering Mathematics with your teacher, Karen Weston.
Hi, Antigua Barbuda. Yes, we're back because we're on business, and this is why we're on fire, all right? Because we know we have a lot of things to tell you in terms of how you're going to apply the knowledge now to the examination questions. This is a program sponsored by the Ministry of Education using its EBE unit and the Center for Mathematics Education and Research in conjunction with ABS Television. We are making certain that mathematics becomes a doorstep experience. We want to make certain again that when people open their mouth and start talking, they're not saying Antiguans can't do mathematics. Yes, we can, okay? And just to tell the public and for all those people who have been saying congratulations to Dr. Karen Weston, I am the person, and yes, I want to thank you. This was done on the backs of the people from Antigua and Barbuda, and that is why it is my whole intention to make certain that everybody in Antigua Barbuda knows mathematics. I have the information, I have the technique, and so now you are going to learn exactly what I know. All right, this is what it's all about, and at another time I will tell you. Thank you very much for your great and all your endorsements. I heard them, and I just want to thank you. Now here we go, because you have to learn how to solve your mathematics matrix problem. It's too easy. All right, it's too easy. And where are we learning from? The examination questions from CXC. Yesterday we did the 2014. Today I'm going to start immediately with our 2012 examination question. Okay? And so the examination question comes from 2012. And here what it says. L and M are two matrices where L is equal to, watch this, L is equal to, and it is 3, it is 2, it is 1, and it is 4. All right? It is L is equal to 3, 2, 1, 4, and M is equal to -1, 3, 0, and 2. -1, 3, 0, and 2. And they use the word evaluate. These words not supposed to throw you off. Evaluate. And what do we have to evaluate? 1, L plus 2M, L plus 2M, and 2LM, and 2LM. That's in the first instance, so that is what we are looking at. So, what are we doing? In the first exercise here, for our L plus 2M, our L plus 2M, this would imply that where we're substituting, L would be 3, 2, 1, 4, and it is plus 2, open bracket, and it is -1, 3, 0, 2. -1, 3, 0, 2. Or normal substitution. Isn't that true? So they have given us L is equal to 3, 2, 1, 4. That's the matrix. And M is equal to -1, 3, 0, 2. And they want us to evaluate. So evaluate saying, what is the value of the expression L plus 2M? So what do we have to do? Where we have L, we substitute its value. And this is saying it's 2 times whatever M is, okay? So a 2 in front of the letter means there's a silent operation of multiplication in here. All right? So it is 2 times M. So let's get to work. So here we'd be writing back, it's 3, it's 2, it's 1, and it's 4. And it's plus the scalar. What did we say for our scalar multiplication? Yes, again, nothing new, nothing's changed. Information given to you, and you're now asked to use it, okay? Scalar multiplication tells us that everything inside the bracket must be multiplied by what's outside. So here we have, it is 2 times -1, and our answer would be -2. It is 2 times 3, and our answer would be 6. And it is 2 times 0, and our answer is 0. And it is 2 times 2, and our answer would be 4. For my slow people, let's do it again. It is 2, open bracket, -1, 3, 0, 2. So what did we say we were doing? So it is now 2 times -1. And it is 2 times 3. And it is 2 times 0. And it is 2 times 2. All right? So we're multiplying each of those terms by 2. And that is when we said 2 times -1. A negative times a positive, when we multiply, gives us a negative. And 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 would give you 6. 2 times 0 is just 0. And 2 times 2 is just 4. And that is the answer there. Now, what do we still have to do? This sign says we must add the elements in here with the elements in here. So what are we going to have? It would be 3 plus -2, and it would be 2 plus 6, and it would be 1 plus 0, and it would be 4 plus 4. Again, we say the things in the same positions are added or subtracted together. All right? So here we have, now this is now saying 3 plus -2. So what is the answer? A positive times a negative would give you a negative. So this would just be the same thing as 3 minus 2. And 2 and 6, that would give you 8. This would give you 1, and that would give you 8. And we know when we say 3 minus 2, the answer is just 1, 8, 1, 8. And that's the evaluation of the expression. My fifth formers, I expect you to go from here straight to here. Okay? Fifth formers, from here straight to the last line. But in between, again, we have to cater for our newly found mathematicians, those in the making. So we have to put in each of the steps. And notice, still go a bit further. And teachers, don't be afraid to go on the side work if you have to explain again, because you think everybody should know multiplying by 2 would give you this bracket. Look for the little guy at the back of the class who is still having his cane and his brow knitted to show he does not understand. And just take a little minute and go to the side and show him what is being done. I love to see when those teeth show, okay? You see them smiling, they come in and they're just as if you have to carry them to Barnes and Straffy's. And then you see them going through the door and watch the little up and their shoulders up, because it's just a little information and saying, why didn't somebody tell me that that is what it was all about, okay? And you can see that change. And that is what we work for, because we don't get money, right? Okay, so here we go. So you get into this and you see right away. But fifth formers, this is how you cut down your time immediately on your exams, substituting, getting to your answers, okay? And because you have been practicing. It doesn't matter if you're never good in maths. Don't tell me that story, okay? Goodness and so forth in maths does not matter. It's what you do now, which is important. And you're mature and you're capable of knowing that whatever they told you before, of course this is something you can learn. Okay? And you are going to make yourself proud. And in making yourself proud, you'll make your family proud and your nation proud. And Miss Western even prouder. All right? So we are going to try and just throw away this syndrome of just saying, I don't know what to do, and then that's it. No, all right? We are fighters, and that is what we will continue to be. Our ancestors were hard, struggling people, and we don't give up easily. I don't know where this easy notion and thinking that everything is on a platter is coming from. But we have to throw that out of the window, all right? And let's make certain that you're working as hard as you can. Okay, so now we're going to take you on a little break again, because you know we want you to get the things and to see it right, and we want you to say, oh, I can't believe these are the things I used to cry about. Wow, no more cry baby, leave that for Tanny Rose. Okay, so here we are back on our Mastering Mathematics, and let's send you on your break and we'll be right back.
Don't look on what I cannot do. Focus on what I can do. I may not say what I do, but I can hear and feel it as strongly.
I may not hear, but that does not and should not affect my ability to learn and to function in the real world.
I am a gifted student. I need the opportunity to soar. Support me in my climb to higher levels of learning.
Some of our children have special educational needs. They have a right to an education. So let us teach them the way that they learn and help them to achieve their full potential.
To succeed in mathematics, you need to build on what you've learned before. New concepts are added to and build upon previous concepts. It is very important that the early material be mastered thoroughly. Similarly, mastery of material from previous classes makes success in later classes more likely. So continually review and practice concepts from previous sessions. Complete all readings and especially homework assignments as soon as possible after they are announced. And definitely complete all assignments before new material is covered. This ensures that the information is fresh in your mind and linked to more basic concepts previously learned. Do your assignments early enough to allow you to get help with the things you do not understand.
All right, so you had your break because you're feeling good and because you're saying, well, I used to think when I hear children say exam hard, that is really hard. No, learn the information. And mommies and daddies, you are the strongest link to your children, because now they see that you're sitting down and doing it and you're challenging them. They don't want to know that daddy can do it and mommy and auntie knows how to do so and so, and I can't. All right, so it starts from the home. Now, our second part of this question that we had to do was where it gave us this LM. So what are we going to be doing here? LM. And again, we say there's a silent operation that says it's L times M. L times M. So again, we put back, and it is 3, and it is 2, it is 1, and it is 4, and it is times -1, 3, 0, and 2. Okay? And what did we teach you? 2 types of multiplication, the scalar, where everything inside the bracket gets multiplied by what's outside, and the matrix multiplication, which is only done with the matrix property. And what did we say? The first bracket gives us all our rows, the second gives us all of our columns. And so we said this is our first row, and that's our second row, first column, and that's our second column. And what was it that we said? Yes, we said the first row must be used up with each of the columns, all right? And then we repeat the exercise with our second row. And that is how we're going to get our numbers. So here, and it is first number with first number plus second number with second number. So let's start it. So it is 3 times -1 plus, and it is 2 times 0. 2 times 0. Watch it again. 3 times -1 plus 2 times 0. All right, so that's how we get our first number. First number comes from first row and first column. Second number, first row and second column. So it would be 3 times 3, and it is plus 2 times 2. Okay, again, first row with second column, for numbers in the same positions. So it's 3 times 3 plus 2 times 2. All right? And then, so we repeat the same operation now with our second row. Second row. First with first, so it is 1 times -1, and it is plus 4 times 0. Okay, 1 times -1 plus 4 times 0. And then we are going now first number with second column. So it is 1 times 3 plus 4 times 2. And that is how we do our matrix multiplication. Okay, when it's not the scalar and it is just the ordinary matrix multiplication. Row times column. All our rows come from our first bracket, and all our columns from our second bracket. Okay, and then so then that then would be equal to, it's -3 plus 0. -3 times +3 will give you a -3. Anything times 0 is just 0. 3 3s would give me 9, and it is plus 4. And here, -1 plus 0, and here it is 3 plus 8. Okay, and if I make it more poignant to you, it's -3 plus our 0, and it is 9 plus our 4, and it is -1 plus 0, and it is 3 plus 8. And so our answer, -3, 13, -1, and 11. And that is the answer. All right. So again, performers, we can just leave out this step in between here, do them here or there, and get your answer. And that's what it is for these two. So you see, you don't learn a part of the subject, you learn the core of what the subject contains, and you make certain that you have your information. You're not going into any examination room half prepared. All right, we're not going into any examination room half prepared. Okay, now we have at least another 5 minutes here, but so I'm just going to take you through something and ask you to look at them. And in any case, you are going to be working the next examination questions. The papers are here. We are willing to give them to you on our website. We remember that again, masteringmathematics.info. All right, we can go to the CXC exam website too, and you can get the information And do not forget that on YouTube, you'll see me working some of these questions because they were done already, but we're just refreshing your memories in terms of bringing them back to you. All the examination questions, you have done your topic matrices, you want to go now and see how you're working them, okay? Today, it will be our last time when we're doing our matrix topic here with you for this time. Next week, we're going to be picking up our new topic, which will be the vector, because the vector question and the matrix question comes together. So we want to keep them together in that particular point. So we're going to be pushing and making certain that that vector question is under your belt as you go for your Christmas vacation, so you can be studying all these things. And we may have time to squeeze in and a very short, simple one. I see something called linear programming, and I may want to push that in because, so notice we're not going in any sequence. We're showing you how the thing comes on the examination paper, and we're working some time. And I'm peeping and playing my cards and saying for those people in January, I think it's about time now, because it has not come for the past 2 years, for that question with linear programming to come for your question number 9, and for finding the maximum or minimum value of a quadratic equation. So I'm going to be concentrating on those two exactly after I finish the vector question, because I'm going, again, for the vector question, I'm not teaching you the whole aspect of it. I'm teaching you the components that you're going to require to pass your exams. So, and again, parents, I want to instill in you that you have to start telling your students why you're spending so much money to make certain that they get an education. Why it is not all right for them just to go to school, and because they don't understand something, then they just chops up themselves and turn their body and turn their shoulder, and I can't learn that. That is not an attitude, and you have to stamp that out of your students from now, because you'll be wasting your money again if you're sending them to a university, because nobody takes time with anybody. You're on your own, and this is where the nurturing ground comes from. Our teachers can do only X amount, but they have to do the rest, and God can only help those who help themselves. So again, we need to change the attitude of some of our students. I see what's creeping in, that they just think, oh, I can't do it, and it's all right, because they're going home and nobody's questioning them and saying, so why didn't you try a little harder? Why didn't you do so and so? Everything is on a platter, so there's no effort required. I just can't do it, so that's it. It can't be it. It cannot be it, all right? It's not because the Chinese or the Koreans are brighter than anybody, because as our students will tell you, you get with them and you sit with them in a class and they're just ordinary. But what? Parents insist and instill that they do a lot of work, okay? To the extent that we would say sometimes they go overboard. In Antigua, we cannot afford to relax. The world is getting very, very small, and everything that we're going to do, we have to be composers of what we want to get on in this world to be an advanced country. And we can't wait for things just to be brought for us. So let us train our children. Things will be difficult. First time you hear something, you're not going to understand it, but you just don't lie down and play dead, or you just don't say, well, I'm not learning this again because I didn't get it the first time. So we want you, parents, to make certain that you're instilling in your children that you need them to have pride and take on the learning that's been administered to them. And teachers, I want you to take a little more time in explaining aspects of the mathematics to students. It may look very simple that you give somebody 2 open bracket 2 times a, so we can have a problem where we're saying 2 open bracket x plus 4y, and we think that they know how to do it. No, give them a few within the classroom to play around with. Let them see what it is. Work with them. Get them in peer groups doing something. Don't just send them home and just think, well, it's easy, so this is nothing for thing. Explain everything. Just be above board. Take the little time, and it will work off in the end. Okay? And our blessings, of course, will come from the Lord in heaven. So don't worry about that, and you'll feel good about yourself. And so until next time, from Jetta and from EBU Unit and from the Mathematics Center, this is Karen Weston saying, do enjoy the rest of the evening and continue to have fun learning your mathematics. I like when you meet me on the street and say, I'm following you in and I'm working with you. That is what it's all about, okay? If you have a problem, we'll sit down right on the sidewalk where you meet me, and we will go through and see what you didn't understand. And again, I want you to stop branding your name as being slow. You're not slow. You just didn't have the information, okay? And just work with me, because we're going to make certain that you, daddies and mummies and uncles, can help your children. So see you next time.
Join us next time for another in the series, Mastering Mathematics, a production of the Education Broadcasting Unit in the Ministry of Education and ABS TV.